is going on, my YouTube friends? I hope you guys are having a great day. It's like 44 degrees here, 42 degrees. Snow's melting. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, buddy. But anyhow, it'll probably get cold again. But, you know, it's into February, so February is going to go away. March is going to come in. So hopefully March ain't going to be as bad as February. But I have to say, we haven't had a very bad winter. At least we haven't where I'm at. So anyhow, guys, I've been looking for a heater box for this car. Dude, they just want so much freaking money for them, man. It's crazy. And so, but I go on to 50 Tucson's, and I had asked, you know, if he had one, and a gentleman by the name of Dominic C, which I'll put his link down below in the descriptions, messaged me and says, hey, I got one, man. I'm not going to be using mine because he's building his car to race at the track. And so he's got like a 13-second car. He's working on lightening it up, making it a little faster. He's hoping to get into the 12s this year. Seems like a real nice guy. Real nice guy. He's out of Ohio, down around where Summit's at, wherever Summit's at. I can't even think of the name of it. Akron. So anyhow, he told me that if I pay the shipping, I could have it. I can't beat that, can I? Heck, I might just take a ride down there. It's only like 2.5, 3 hours away, you know. So thanks, Dominic. I appreciate that. But anyhow, I think I found mine. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, you know what? I put some stuff up in my son's rafters in his garage. I wonder if I put that stupid heater box up there. So I called him. He goes, yeah, Dad, I think it's up there. I'll go check. But right now I'm not feeling the greatest. He's sick. He got a head cold or whatever it is, whatever I had he's got, or I don't know. So anyhow, I told him don't worry about it today. When you get a chance, get out there and take a look at it, but don't do it when you're sick. It's not like I gotta have it today. So I come out here and I started cleaning up the interior parts and looking to see what I got. I know I got the headliner. It's over in my wife's garage. I know it's over up in her rafters. And I started pulling the parts out, and I was looking to see if they match up with the color that I painted a little bit on the dash, you know, so I can test and see what color I need and blah, blah, blah. So a lot of parts are sun faded, but the colors are really close. Let me turn you around here. And so is what I did. I started pulling stuff apart. This is the back quarter panel part that goes on the back quarter panel. And I mean, it's very close. So, but these are dark compared to the rest of the interior. So you see how light the interior is? But this right here is the for the steering column. And that's real close to that too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a little more darker, but it's very close. So I think I'm gonna stick with that, and I'm just gonna paint everything. And I pulled, you know, the back quarters right there behind the door. Seatbelt hooks up right there. So everything's in real good shape. I'm happy with it. And a guy had this stuff a few years back, and I was over his, you know, and he had it in a box, and I'm like, hey, how much you take for that stuff? And he said like 25 bucks or whatever. And I'm like, well, shoot, I'll just give you the 25 bucks because I'm sure I'm going to need something out of there. So I ended up buying all this stuff, and everything's here, and everything's in real good shape, you know. So we'll get that and get the dash cleaned up and painted all the way in that color right there. And I'm going to paint the rest of the parts that I got, you know, the inner quarter panel thing. And I think I got the door panels too. I think the door panels over my son's house too. I'm not sure. If not, I will find some door panels that color and have them recovered or something. There's somebody out there who can do it. But yeah, here's the door strikes right there. So everything I can paint. So I'm not really worried about it. It's gonna look good. I do have some of the blue stuff still. Most of that was dry rotted and cracked, Arizona. So we're gonna start getting this all back together and stuff. And so I'm just glad that I found that heater box. So Dominic, if you're watching this, I appreciate you. And I hope that I have that thing, then that way you don't have to worry about it. And I'm not in no rush anyhow. Let me turn this around. I appreciate it, Dominic. And like I said, if I don't have it, I still need it. But my son's pretty sure it's up there. And if it's up there, that means I got everything that I need so I can start putting the interior back in the car and doing the wiring harness, you know. So I kind of don't want to take the wiring harness up right now until I find out exactly how it goes up in there. once I get it up in there and see how it goes, and that way I'll go ahead and tape the spots that I need. You know, so I'm not going to tape the whole harness. One of the gentlemen out there, he said, and I can't think of who it was now, and I've been watching the guy for years, but he said, you know, don't tape the whole thing up. Just tape it like every 6 or 8 inches apart. That way, if you need to get into the harness, you can. Good idea, right? And it looks like that's the way the company did it. You know, Ford did it anyhow. So we are going to get this, and we're working on it, man. We're working on this, and spring's coming. So with spring coming, everything like that, I'm anxious to get my car out. My car's out. My wife's anxious to get her car out. You know what I mean? It hasn't been a bad winter, but it's been a long one, you know. And cars put a smile on our face. That's it. I was asked to go to the Nationals with a car club, a Mustang club, but I'm still going to Ford Takeover. Wife wants to do the Dragon run, so we're still going to try to fit all that in at that time. Yeah, buddy. So anyhow, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm just letting you know what's going on with the interior, the wiring harness, and that stupid heater box. That heater box has been driving me nuts because I just don't throw stuff away, and that's the thing. I usually keep it around. And I know my intentions, I wasn't going to put it back in the car, but, you know, Funky 50 says, you know, you're going to be wanting to drive that car in the fall and stuff like that before you put it away, and you're going to need heat. So he's got a point. I'm not putting air conditioning in the car, but I am going to put some heat in there. Air conditioning be 2 windows down at 60 miles an hour. Ain't that called 260? Yeah, buddy. Guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. New subscribers, old subscribers, you're all awesome, man. Thank you for taking the time out and watching my videos. And hey, have a great rest of your day. And like I said, you guys are awesome. And if anybody tells you you're different, you tell them to come see me and I'll tell them you're awesome.